Hi Aries, welcome to your reading for 5/6 through whenever you find this. There's messages for you. This is Bear Food Mama Intuitive Reading, and if you want to enter to win a free reading on 5/25, you can put free reading in the comments. I'll announce the winner on that day, so you can comment on any video or post up until then. If you want to join my membership, you can do so. It's $2.99. It's just good karma givers. You can also join my Patreon. I have one free week over there for you. If you sign up, you can cancel anytime. That's it. Welcome. Let's get started. Spirit, please protect this reading. Send any negative energy back to sender, transmuted tenfold for the greatest good of all and harm to none. Archangel Michael, please bring clear messages during this reading. And Mother Mary, please bring compassion through these messages today. For my Aries collective, amen, amen, so mote it be. All right. Let's go. I hope you all are having a wonderful Cinco de Mayo and being safe. I hope this week opens up wonderfully for you. Today's 5/5 portal. Big changes. 5/5 24. I think we have a new moon coming up too. Let me know in the comments if you know. Spirit, what does my Aries collective need to know? What does my Aries collective need to know? I'm feeling really at peace. Silent, enjoying silence. I'm also feeling like I forgot something. You might be feeling like you forgot something or feeling a little frantic and you could benefit from some just chill time. Yeah, 9 of Swords reversed, just needing to silence your mind. Crossing you, the High Priestess. Ooh, I like this. Your intuition is coming through strongly. You are receiving downloads from the universe and you're open to doing so. What's below you? 3 of Swords. You went through some heartbreak. Somebody betrayed you, or you experienced something that you're very well aware opened you up to be able to receive these messages, but was hard to endure. 4 of Swords reversed. It could have been with the 9 of Swords reversed, a mental breakdown. You could have literally had a nervous breakdown. Could have been dealing with an air sign. It was just not nice. But in the past, you may not have been very spiritual or very open to signs, synchronicities, messages, especially from the natural world. I just saw a mosquito hawk outside. It seemed like it was hey, what's up? Just wanted me to notice it. So there were things you weren't open to noticing in the past that you very much are now. What's in your crowning energy? The Devil reversed. So you've overcome any addictions, obsessions. 9 of Swords reversed and with the Devil reverse can definitely be obsessions. Giving it over to Spirit. You could have been experiencing obsessive thoughts that were the cause of ignoring your intuition. You could have been breaking your own heart by not listening to your higher guidance, and you're embracing your higher guidance now and feeling the relief of having that conversation with your spirit guides ongoing. 9 of Cups. Okay. You with the Devil reverse, 9 of Swords reverse, you could have, this is for 1 or 2 of you, you could have been drinking a lot. And you could have put that behind you. I'm just seeing the 9 cups behind this guy. But the 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment on an emotional level in a big way. You're happy, you're fulfilled, your cups are filled up, because you have like overcome some sort of toxicity in your life, especially in regards to thinking and how you potentially think about somebody else who broke your heart. Like you could have been realizing you're giving your power over to this person, this thing, this thought, this idea, and now you're taking it back. Um, just quiet. I'm hearing like just so much quiet in my head. Like all of these like racing monkey mind thoughts just gone, like extinguished. What's your external influences? The Three of Wands. You maybe were waiting for some circumstances to be fulfilled in some way. You might be getting messages again from the divine. It's very much coming through. You might be seeing 333 or 369, like 999. Maybe look up those angel numbers. And then internally, you're seeing the situation. Ace of Wands, brand new creative beginning, maybe even a total rejuvenation of your spiritual energy. This is a spiritual awakening. Aries, whichever Aries I'm talking to, or whomever I am speaking to whomever I'm speaking. Wow, it was hard to say. You're experiencing a spiritual awakening. Your hopes, the Wheel of Fortune reversed. I was gonna say Ten of Wands. It's the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Your fears, Nine of Wands, and your advice. Walk away. Eight of Cups. This is interesting. You might be experiencing a spiritual awakening, but it's calling you to go do something else, like in your career. Please remember that this is just a tarot card reading. Energies are fluid, and don't take any like advice without using your discernment, right? Like don't go quit your job and like find a new job like just because you listened to a tarot card reading that was like you need to be somewhere else. Like use your discernment, right? Engage in this conversation with yourself and your angels. I feel feeling drawn to say that. But like whatever you're doing in your career is not helping the situation, or you have some sort of idea that allows you to move forward and you feel like your career is like stifling that with the Nine of Wands, and you're being tempted or you're being given advice from spirit that this might not be emotionally for you. Let's see, what's the outcome? Five of Cups, Ten of Wands reversed. Okay, I did want to say Ten of Wands, and there it is showing up. Justice reversed. Knight of Wands. Okay, so I'm just going to say this, Aries. I feel like if you're experiencing a spiritual awakening right now, your divine feminine might want to be like let loose, like might want to go a little wild. And it's because you've been in this like wounded warrior energy for a long time and you kind of feel like things haven't really gone in your favor for a long time. And you've overcome this sort of devil energy and you're feeling pretty good. You're getting messages. You're like, all right, like I'm back in connection with spirit. But if you were to walk away from something right now, like your career, for instance, it might be impulsive. It might be a lesson you need to learn too about impulsivity. So it's not necessarily the wrong or the right thing to do, but it will end up making you feel like this Five of Cups energy, two steps forward, one step back is what I'm hearing. Ten of Wands reversed is somebody who just wants to be unburdened though. It's like when you pick up the 10 wands, you go to build a wall, right? You have the Ace of Wands here, Three of Wands, and you have the Ten of Wands reversed because this Nine of Wands is making you feel like the wounded warrior, like victimized. So beware of taking on any projects that are like too ambitious for where you're at in your energy right now. Like you might feel really, really, really inspired to go for something. Um, but don't abandon yourself emotionally. Like keep a really good head on your shoulders about your emotions because your emotions are guiding you to understand where your energy level is at in how you're pursuing your goals. And when you start to feel drained and depleted, it's because you've pushed yourself too hard creatively or like in your career again. Like you might be susceptible to like burnout. You might have what is it called, like autistic burnout. Like you just get overwhelmed by and overstimulated by masking in your environment, and you get to this point where you're just like, I can't even like deal with trying to be perfect anymore. Like I'm gonna just, and it's not like you decide that, it just happens. So you're like learning about how to monitor your energy levels. I'm seeing like a thermometer going up and down. Like you're learning about the temperature gauge in your life or in your fire, your inner fire. You're a fire sign, Aries. So you could have some tools that you've learned, like in anger management, even, and you're learning how to apply them in your life so that your emotions don't get to the like boiling point. What is justice reversed? I'm feeling drawn to use the tarot. What is justice reversed? Knight of Cups. You might have given up on something, like, or someone might have given up on you like a little too quickly. You feel like you might have met somebody who was sort of in their cups. In their cups. You might have met somebody who was in their cups and you were like, well, I don't drink or something. And you're like, damn, I gotta walk away because I can't be around that. You're using discernment to decide what burdens you're picking up and which ones you're putting down. And you're just not dealing with any bullshit. Justice reversed. You've just dealt with too many unequal situations. And you might be mad because you thought that this connection was like what you were waiting for and it makes you feel so good, but like there's something about this connection where you're like, I gotta walk away, and it just feels like a fling when you look back on it, and it kind of disappoints you. This could be a pattern that you've gone through over and over with people where you think this person's the one, right, with the Ace of Wands, and then it turns out to be like they walk away. It's like a one night stand or whatever. And then you just walk forward with your cup in hand, like, who am I going to give my cup to? Um, yeah, I'm getting like this repetitive cycle of like people not appreciating you in romantic connections because you like are so stoked on being in this romantic connection, which sucks. The Star reverse, yeah, you're just like over it. You're like, what am I doing wrong? Um, or why do people suck? Like, I don't know, like the dating world right now, right? I've heard just awful things about it. Um, I don't know. It depends on who you are, I suppose. Three of Swords reverse. Yeah, you're wanting to heal this. Like, you don't want to be in this pattern anymore. I don't blame you. King of Cups. Okay. Scorpio. Okay. Scorpio. More Scorpio. 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 So you could have been dealing with a Scorpio, or you could have been in Scorpio season when you met this person in like late October, November, right? You could have Scorpio in your chart. Um, whatever it is, either where it is in your chart or like whoever this person was, they kind of have taught you, like, I don't know, I'm always drawn to the fact that 3 of these cups have spilled and the other 2 are on his cloak and he can't see them. So any movement at all is going to like move what's in these cups. But he doesn't want to move because he knows that they're going to spill. He doesn't know what's in them. We know there's wine in both of these and water in this one. We don't know what's in these. This card is about transmutation of energy, water into wine, right? That's why we have water and wine here. And turning around and seeing the 2 cups. He's able to pick them up, or he's able to figure out a way to like pick up the cups before he spills them, before he takes his next move, right? So there's these 2 cups that you need to pick up before you make your next move. Also, King of Cups and Death. These are Scorpio energies, which is transformation, is transmutation. It's a major ego death. Emotional balance. What is this? 5 of Cups again. Seriously? And the Magician? This is a situation that you felt like you manifested. You may be into like the occult, and I mean, you're watching a tarot reading, right? But like, you might be practicing manifestation and seeing that the results of your manifestations over and over and over again are like the same thing. And you're like, what am I doing wrong? Like, why does it keep showing up this way? And you finally figure that out, but it's not revealing itself to me. What are you figuring out? 2 of Wands reversed. 4 of Wands reversed. You might be separating from somebody or avoiding going through some sort of 3 of Wands here. 10 of Wands reverse. Justice reverse. Might be saying 555. 7 of Swords reversed. Okay. I feel like this is you abandon yourself in connections with other people. Like you don't. 7 of Swords reversed. 5 of Pentacles. Like you're so stoked when you meet other people or connect with somebody who you think is the one, right? And then you kind of like do anything to make it work, which is charming and like sweet and awesome. And it's also not working for you because you're not holding your own boundaries, so they're not seeing like who you are and what you need, and they're not able to meet you where you're at or meet your needs. And then you get to this point where you're like, well, this friggin' sucks, like 9 of Wands. I'm gonna go somewhere else, or I'm gonna leave, or they're gonna leave, or whatever. And then it just becomes this like Knight of Wands energy in the past, like, oh, that person was a player, or like it was a fling, or it was quick, or whatever. And the 2 of Wands reverse talks about taking your time getting somewhere, because upright he's got the world in his hands, but he hasn't like been able to enjoy it. He's not able to enjoy the world. He's got everything he needs except for like the time. So take your time, this reading is saying, especially in connections with other people. The Knight of Cups initiates things. He's not really good at finishing them though. Like he's kind of wistful. He's like, to me, the Lancelot of the deck, because Lancelot, he's dedicated to Guinevere, right? Like that's his chick. But it's also his friend's chick. And he's also only there when his friend is gone, and like when they have some passionate desire to like make love. But he's not like the king. He's not the provider. He's not the marriage material. So that could be this water sign you were dealing with, right? Like, it's fun in the beginning. The idea of falling in love, like, it's like you love the idea of falling in love. But what? 8 of Wands. You like for it to move quickly, and you don't like the drama. You prefer your security, and actually potentially you prefer like your own stability as it stands. Like this might actually be a pattern that you prefer, and you could have been telling yourself like you wanted commitment or marriage or like a this isn't going to resonate for everybody, right? Like you'll know who you are, but this could be something that you would rather have these like sort of lighthearted connections with people than anything serious. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it might be important to learn to communicate those things, right? If that's what you're admitting to yourself. um, which is why you have the Three of Swords, Four of Swords reversed, Nine of Swords reversed. Like you can now clearly communicate, like, this is what makes me emotionally happy. Are you cool with that? You know? No? Oh, okay. And I think a lot of people aren't willing to admit when that's what makes them happy. So if this is you, Aries, I think that's beautiful. On the other hand, you may have been dealing with somebody who this is their style, and you feel like this is the last time you're willing to deal with that shit. You are like, I am done with these people who are like, oh, I'm just coming in for a good time, like Lancelot status, and then taking your energy and then piecing out when things get difficult, you know, leaving you in the cold to deal with like the cleanup. You're like the cleanup crew. You're like, no, I'm done with that. Okay, so what are you gonna do instead? That's cool. I'm glad you're done with that. Nobody deserves that. Two of Cups. Okay. The Two of Cups can mean the alchemical marriage, right? The discovery and understanding of your divine masculine and feminine nature and being complete in yourself. There's this caduceus underneath the lion with the wings indicating strength, and then you have the feminine and the masculine. She is indicating, she has the laurel wreath of like victory here with the blue. It talks about the throat chakra, Visuddha, communication, and then white is spiritual truth. Her shoes are red, which grounds and is associated with the first chakra, Muladhara, safety, um, the perineum, birth. Huh, I've never really like said those things in relation to that chakra before. And then he's got the crown of roses, a yellow tunic, which is the third chakra, masculine or Manipura energy, willpower, and they're exchanging cups. The orange boots, that's the second chakra, sacral energy. They're exchanging. So this is like a even exchange between your masculine and feminine energies. You've got the high priestess here crossing all these swords, which does talk about like that receptivity being open finally. And you might just, as you get into this space of being cool with being on your own, like activate that energy of receiving your divine counterpart. That's usually how it works, right? Like when you stop looking, that's when it shows up and you're like, "Hi, universe, like I just got happy in my Nine of Pentacles energy," right? Eight of Cups though, you're being encouraged to walk away from anything that like disturbs this peace or this union within yourself. Also, it can mean this is your divine counterpart coming in, or even just like a divine counterpart in the form of like a really good friend or like a business partnership. But usually the Two of Cups is like that friendship first, love later connection. And then the Eight of Cups here is just confirming to me like walk away from the desire for this, walk away from the desire for connection, walk away from like needing to manifest another person to complete you. You might be grieving that idea of falling in love, right? You might be even entering a period of celibacy for a short time, or even I don't know, maybe you find you enjoy it, but there's like some emotional clearing out to bring things into balance in your finances, in your stability, in your material reality. You're in Four of Pentacles right now, like you just feel like you're just hanging on to what you have and you want to build. The Empress reversed, the Nine of Swords reversed. Yeah, somebody like really took advantage of your caring over. You might be, again, an overgiver. You just give everything. Maybe somebody took advantage of that, like your boundaries just being down. Victory, the Six of Wands reversed. And so you're like, okay, I'm just going to focus on my security. Seven of Wands reversed. This reading is all about respecting yourself and keeping your boundaries in relationships, which is a really hard thing to do. Respecting ourselves, like I feel like we can all benefit from a healthy amount of self-respect. I'm not saying you don't have that, but there is certainly this like there's just a need here to really re-explore. You could have thought you knew what your boundaries were, and you're needing to like kind of get to know yourself a little bit better again, especially in light of like the recent connections you've had with others romantically, to figure out what your boundaries are so that you can clearly express them when and if the opportunity arises, and also to potentially realize that your comfort zone has changed. Your comfort zone has like morphed into something else, and you're no longer comfortable giving this much of yourself um, for the unfolding idea of love. You know, love, I think, means something else to you with the Four of Pentacles here, and it doesn't have the same zhoosh. What is that? That it used to. You're like, I'm not looking for the excitement or for the one night stand or for the beginnings of love. I'm looking to start a legacy. I'm looking for somebody to like equally exchange with. You had the Two of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. So you're re-exploring your boundaries and figuring out what that is so you can clearly express it next time and have peace in your mind in these connections. Okay, Aries, thanks for being here. I hope that reading was insightful or helpful to someone somewhere. If it was, please let me know and like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.